Folks, tonight is the funniest experience that I've ever had in my life. I did it live tonight for the WNBA draft, and I want to thank everybody who jumped on board. I just jumped off the live about 10 minutes ago, caught my breath because I knew I had to do another video for a recording. But I thank all of y'all for jumping on board. It was a fun time. I gotta be real. The WNBA draft is a thing of absolute pure entertainment. I've never been so entertained in my life. From the first pick through the last pick. This was comedy. Comedy. AZ Fudd goes number one. Olivia Miles goes number two. She tells everybody I'm better than everybody. I have a better IQ than everybody. And then she says, I'm sorry. Our fam goes number three to Seattle. And then number four is Lauren Betts. And Lauren Betts is now making the Washington Mystics. Oh my God. And then they go and they get Cody McMahon. They get Cody McMahon with the 11th pick. Cody McMahon is the steal of the draft. I'm telling you right now, she is the steal of this draft. I mean, I said that she was the sleeper of the draft, and she is now the stealer. Because to get that where they got her, I gotta tell you, big, big, big time. Didn't they have one more pick in the first round? Yeah, they got Angela Dugalich as well. So you had six UCLA players taken in the first 18 picks, five in the first round. The only one that got the second round was Charlize Ledger Walker, and Flau'jae Johnson drops to number 8, gets traded then to who they trade her to? Forgot. Who they, Marta Suarez. Marta Suarez, who was taken by Seattle, so she's going to be in Seattle, and Cody McMahon goes to Washington. I'm telling you, to steal the draft. And the Indiana Fever have the opportunity. Gabriela Jaquez, shocker, number 5. But the Indiana Fever have the opportunity to draft a need in Medina Okot, the size, the need of a power forward, Marta Suarez, the size and the ability to score, a potential need with Tanaya Latson, who God, man, I feel so bad for that girl. I feel so bad for that girl. Her decision to go to South Carolina cost her a lot of money. She was a top 5 pick last year if she turned pro. If she had stayed at Florida State, she's probably still a top 5 pick because she would have averaged 25 a game. If she comes to another school besides South Carolina, she probably averages 25 a game. And she ends up going number 20 to the LA Sparks. Just shocker. It falls out of the first round. Very tough for her, I'm sure. Very tough night. But the Indiana Fever have that opportunity to draft Medina Okot, a big draft Tanaya Latson. Notice both from South Carolina, by the way. So this is not about South Carolina, but both players from South Carolina, or Marta Suarez. And the Indiana Fever drafted Raven Johnson. I mean, this is made for TV stuff, people. South Carolina fans, y'all are going to have to deal with me every game. Every game, y'all are going to have to deal with me, and I'm going to have to deal with you. I have to now cheer for a player that I do not think is any good. But you know what? I got a lot of experience in that because I don't think Lexi Hull is very good. And I got to cheer for her bummy ass too. And I think Raven Johnson is better than Lexi Hull. But I got to cheer for her now. And now, how are y'all going to react? The South Carolina Raven Johnson derangement syndrome crew. How are you going to react? Because I already know what I've read in the comments. Y'all are mad as hell. Y'all are like, why? Oh my God. Oh, at least she can't shut down CC there. Oh my, I mean, the comments are off the chain. They're crazy nasty. But hey, look, Raven Johnson, congratulations. You're living your dream. You got drafted into the WNBA. You can only congratulate for stuff like this. Not clowning Raven Johnson, but Stephanie White, Amber Cox, the stuff they said tonight. Wow. The first thing they said about Raven Johnson, she's a winner. That is the line that the South Carolina fans use on me all day long. My God, y'all must hang out together. Was Caitlin Clark a winner at Iowa? I mean, she won a lot. She didn't win a championship, national championship, but she won a lot. Raven Johnson was part of the same amount of losing national championship games as Caitlin Clark. The last 2 years, she's part of 2 teams that got beat by 51 total points. Blown out both years. But the commentary about she's a winner, they could move Caitlin to the wing, take her off the ball, the defense. Yo, Indiana fans, if you don't know by now, your franchise is run by morons. Morons. Amber Cox and Stephanie White are morons. They are an embarrassment to their job. They should not be in those positions, period. I actually feel kind of bad for Raven Johnson because she doesn't deserve this. She does not deserve this. You can see the look on her face. She looked like she wanted to slit her throat. Like this was probably the last place she wanted to go. Because in her mind, I'm not going to start. Or who knows? Maybe these lunatics move Caitlin Clark to the 3 and put the ball in Raven Johnson's hands. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what Stephanie White and her cast of idiots are liable to do in this situation. I don't even know what their plan is. Talked about defense and Ty Harris. So, you're gonna bench Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell so Ty Harris and Raven Johnson can play defense. Oh my God, you won't score a point. I mean, folks, these two ladies said after the in the post draft, they said a lot of stupid shit, but they said they would have drafted. They said she was a top 5 player in their opinion. They thought she would be drafted in the top 5, and she was the best player on the board. What? The best player on the board? She's not better than Tania Latson. She's not better than Cody McMahon. She's not. She's not better than those two players. And both of those players were available to the Indiana Fever right there at 10. And for every player, every person who jumps on here saying Indiana will never draft Cody McMahon because she hates Caitlin Clark. Well, tell me, what do you think of Raven Johnson? Raven Johnson, less than 2 weeks ago, was on a recording on a podcast telling the world that Caitlin Clark waving her off made her want to quit basketball. How do you think Raven Johnson is a big fan of Caitlin Clark's? I highly doubt it. Her personal experiences with Caitlin Clark have not been the positive one. So, do you really believe that she is thrilled about this? No, she's not. She's normal. And I know she smiles at everything. She did not smile tonight when she was on that stage. That smile was like she was not happy. She smiled more losing in the national championship by 28 points. That should tell you how she feels. But South Carolina fans, man, what are you going to do now? Are you going to cheer for Caitlin Clark? Because Raven Johnson's success could potentially be predicated by Caitlin Clark's success and vice versa. Raven Johnson's success could be predicated by Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark's success could be predicated by Raven Johnson. It's a possibility. They're going to be on the floor together. She's going to make the team. I had people in my chat tonight saying, "Oh, the Indiana Fever fan base is in crash out mode. Like this is the last player that they wanted. Like there's no question about it. They are in crash out mode, and it's so damn funny because they were so stuck on Hawkes, and I'm like, oh my, folks, she's not the player. And if you ask me honestly, who's a better option for this team? It is Raven Johnson, believe it or not. It isn't Hawkes because Hawkes is not going to start, even though she's better than the two players that would be ahead of her, probably in the rotation. They don't have a backup point guard. Indiana does not have a backup point guard. Ty Harris is not a backup point guard. She's a 2 guard. She's a 2 guard who's 5'10 in a point guard body. Raven Johnson's a legitimate point guard. So she actually makes more sense of the two players, believe it or not. But let's be the crap that came out of Stephanie White's mouth about Raven Johnson's a winner and Raven Johnson's this, and we can move this, we can do that, and we give Caitlin Clark time to rest and Kelsey Mitchell time to rest. What? What? You gonna play Caitlin Clark 25 minutes a game? Are you gonna limit her minutes, bruh? South Carolina fans are crashing out though, just like I'm sorry, Raven Johnson fans are crashing out just like Indiana fans are because y'all didn't want this. I just think it's absolutely comical that y'all didn't want this, that Indy fans didn't want this, and yet this is the marriage that we've got. So y'all, South Carolina fans, I gotta cheer for the girl. I have to cheer for Raven Johnson's success because her success will help Caitlin Clark. But I also know what y'all are gonna do if Indiana was to win a WNBA championship this year and Caitlin Clark was to get a ring. I already know what y'all are gonna do. Y'all are gonna say that Caitlin Clark won because of the winner, Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson will be the reason. I already know what y'all gonna do. And I already know what y'all gonna do on a game-by-game basis. For every game that Indiana wins, it'll be because of Raven Johnson, not because of Caitlin Clark, not because of Kelsey Mitchell. It'll be Raven Johnson. Winning attitude is what got them over the hump. And in reverse, if Indiana loses the game, it'll be blamed on Caitlin Clark by y'all. The South Carolina fan base, the Raven Johnson contingent, the delusion syndrome folks will be blaming Caitlin Clark for every loss that they have. They'll be calling for Caitlin Clark to get benched. They'll be calling for Raven Johnson to be the starter. It's going to be a 44 game circus, and I'm here for all of it. I want to say thank you to the Indiana Fever. I want to say thank you because y'all really let me down in the free agency market. Y'all really gave me a shitburger sandwich in this free agency market with Monique Billings, Maisha Hines Allen, and Ty Harris. Like, that's a shit turd sandwich, serious. And in one draft, you managed to absolutely redeem yourself. Why? Because you just gave us podcasters absolute content gold. I mean, we're going to have fun with this one. We will have fun with this one because every time, if it happens, I'm not saying it's going to happen or not, but if Raven Johnson goes into a game and goes 1 for 8 and they lose, and I get to listen to Stephanie White post game, I'm going to be like, you allowed her to take 8 shots? You let that girl take 8 shots? You know she can't shoot. I mean, it's going to be gold. Every time somebody yells at somebody, it'll be, oh boy, are they breaking apart inside? Are there locker room problems? I mean, folks, they made this a soap opera. Like, we thought it was a soap opera before. They just told you that if they were a top 5 pick, they would have taken Raven Johnson. Like, this is the management of the Indiana Fever. They are incompetent people. They suck at their job. Like, absolutely suck at their jobs. This pick made no sense at all overall. I know I compared the two players of Raven Johnson and and who was the other one? Gabriela Jaquez. Raven Johnson does make more sense. But to sit here and say that you would have taken her in the top 5, you think she's better than Tanaya Latson? I mean, Raven Johnson fans, let me ask y'all, seriously. Y'all don't even believe that Raven Johnson is better than Tanaya Latson. Like, y'all don't even believe that. But hey, Raven Johnson, congratulations. Welcome to welcome to Indiana, man. I can't even believe this, bro. I can't believe it. I know South Carolina Raven Johnson fans are not having a good night, but now we all got to be family. We all got to be family. And you got to come on my podcast and you got to subscribe. Because best believe if Raven Johnson plays well, I am going to sing her praises. I will sing her praises. And you'll hear it here loud and clear. She plays like shit, though. She'll also get critiqued, just like I've critiqued every other player on this team, including Caitlin Clark. I ain't like the rest of them, man. I speak it how it is. I give my take the way I see it. And I have publicly criticized Caitlin Clark a lot. In fact, I think this draft happened because of Caitlin. I think Raven Johnson got drafted because of Caitlin Clark. Because Caitlin Clark does not have the stones to tell these leaders of this team, of this franchise, how she feels. She does not speak her mind. She shuts her mouth, and she's the go along, get along girl. And even if she was against it, she was never going to say she was against it. So if she was against it, guess what? It's her damn fault that the team drafted Raven Johnson. It is. And if she's for it, then great. But if she was against it, it would be her fault because she said nothing. But that's all I got. This was a fun night. Very entertaining. I feel bad for Tanaya, man. She lost a lot of money going to South Carolina. She lost a lot of money. Draft the role players, man. Cody McMahon's the steal of the draft. But y'all let me know, y'all. And Washington's going to be fucking sick with her, with Betts and her and Dugalich. Oh, boy. They're going to be sick, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe. Hype the video. Leave your comments. South Carolina, we family, bro. We family. And Dawn Staley's got to cheer for Caitlin Clark, too. Oh, my God. It's classic. It's her game, her way, women's basketball. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.